We are taking your calls at 617-830-4750, and there are so many folks interested in getting on. Let's go to our caller from the 414 area code. Who's calling today from 414?
Hi, David.
Hi, who's this?
This is Ann. This is Ann.
Hi, Ann.
And I have a question about kind of what you've been saying for months about the only way to get Trump out is by voting. Impeachment not being the way to go, 25th Amendment not being the way to go. And seeing Trump's increasing incompetence in just today's news with Trump re-engaging with conflict in Iran. This obviously being an incredibly dangerous situation.
Yes.
Especially layered on top of the coronavirus. This is coupled with the voter suppression. Being in Wisconsin, we had that whole battle with, our election still going on in the midst of a pandemic, voter suppression, etc. It seems like the call for the only way to get him out is by voting is becoming a weaker and weaker argument because Republicans keep attacking that avenue to get him out. Do you have anything to say to that argument?
Of course. And my argument is not that Trump is not worthy of impeachment and removal, but with the Republican Senate, it will not happen. It will not happen. I'm not saying Donald Trump is not worthy of removal under the 25th Amendment, but his own cabinet is not going to move to remove Donald Trump. So when I say the only way of getting him out is voting him out, I'm not pretending that the election will necessarily be fair. And I'm not pretending that impeachment and the 25th Amendment would be incorrect strategies. I'm merely saying the only chance we actually have is to vote him out in November. And so they're going to be purging the voter rolls. They've already been doing it. They're going to be limiting early voting. They're going to try to push for in-person voting, even if it's dangerous because of the pandemic, which is disproportionately likely to keep Democratic voters at home. We need to, knowing that, lobby every state to go to vote by mail, at least the states that will matter. Here in Massachusetts, there's already 30 or 40 mayors that have written to the governor saying, we have the system. We have absentee ballots. Let's expand it. Now, Massachusetts won't make a difference in the election if Wisconsin and Michigan and these other states do it. So we need to, knowing that it's our only shot, knowing they won't play fair, we need to get moving now to ensure that we're actually positioned to remove him in November.
Well, I agree with that. So you're saying that our effort should be in things like reaching out to lawmakers to say, let's get this vote by mail thing rolling.
Yes. That's
so
one
that
part
we
of it.
can have at least a fair shot.
That's right. And we've got to fight at every opportunity. We have to fight the voter roll purges as well.
Exactly. Well, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you addressing this because this has been a concern of mine. Because I've been feeling more and more frustrated with your increasing call for vote is the only way to get him out, and it's like, well, they keep attacking that avenue, but at least I feel a little bit of hope that there's something we can do about that.
Right.
For example, when Wisconsin had their primary, I was sending an email blast, an 11th hour email blast to I think it was the health secretary to, put in some emergency measure. I mean, it was going out on a limb entirely, but at least I felt like I could do something. So hopefully now that we have a lot more time, we can try to mitigate this kind of, this attempt at, completely squashing democracy.
Yes, and we've got to get active on it now, which is why it's so important, Anne, that you are talking about it. Thank you so much for the call. I really do appreciate hearing from you.